In 2003, a lone hiker vanished without a trace in the scorching Anza-Borrego Desert. Months later, his car was found, doors locked, windows up, keys in the ignition. Inside, a note promised a secret so profound it would change everything. But here's the chilling part. The note wasn't from him. So who left it, and what secret was he talking about? To understand this bizarre case, we need to go back to December 2003, when David O'Sullivan, a 51-year-old aspiring inventor and spiritual seeker from Ireland, decided to embark on what he described as a spiritual quest in the Californian desert. David was a man of routines, always meticulous, even when venturing into the unknown. He was last seen in the small remote town of Borrego Springs, a speck of civilization swallowed by the vast, unforgiving Anza-Borrego Desert State Park, one of the largest state parks in the contiguous United States, infamous for its extreme temperatures and treacherous terrain. It encompasses over 600,000 acres of badlands, washes, and desolate landscapes. He communicated enthusiastically with his family about his journey, expressing a sense of purpose, a feeling he was on the cusp of a major discovery. Then, on December 26, 2003, the communication abruptly stopped. His family, concerned, reported him missing. Initial searches yielded no results. The desert, as it often does, had swallowed him whole. Months crept by, turning hope into despair. Then, in June 2004, nearly 6 months after David O'Sullivan disappeared, a park ranger stumbled upon something remarkable. Deep within the desert, far off any established trail, sat a white four-door Saturn. It was David O'Sullivan's car. But the car itself presented a puzzle. It was parked meticulously, almost deliberately, facing east towards the rising sun. The doors were locked, the windows were rolled up despite the desert heat. The keys were in the ignition. And here's where it gets truly unsettling. Inside, on the front seat, was a note. A handwritten note, but not in David's handwriting. It spoke of a great secret and something that would change the world. But who wrote it, and why was it found in David's car months after he vanished? And if David left his car, where did he go in a landscape that offers no shelter? The search immediately intensified, focusing on the area around the abandoned vehicle. What they found next only deepened the mystery. Just a few miles from the car, in an impossibly remote and rugged canyon, searchers discovered a meticulously constructed rock shelter. It was an impressive feat of survival engineering, a semicircular wall of stones stacked carefully, designed to offer protection from the elements. Inside this makeshift shelter, they found a number of David's personal effects: a backpack, clothing, an Irish passport, sunglasses. All seemingly untouched, awaiting their owner's return. There were also provisions, a few cans of food, a half-empty water bottle, a small amount of cash, and a .22 caliber revolver. This wasn't a desperate, impulsive escape. This was calculated. This was planned. But for what? The real psychological puzzle pieces started to emerge with the discovery of David's journals and other documents. He had left behind a detailed diary filled with philosophical musings, observations of the desert, and cryptic references to a new life and a spiritual transformation. But intertwined with these thoughts were pages dedicated to strange scientific diagrams, mathematical equations, and what appeared to be plans for an eternal light or energy device. Then there was the Q document. This was a particularly unsettling find, a rambling, almost conspiratorial text that seemed to suggest a global shadow organization, a secret society controlling the world's resources and knowledge. It talked about ancient wisdom, hidden truths, and the urgent need to reveal them to humanity. Was David attempting to contact these entities, or was he fleeing from them? Adding to the bizarreness, investigators also found several empty shotgun shells scattered around the shelter, but no shotgun. And perhaps strangest of all, a small, unidentifiable reddish-brown goo was found smeared on one of the rocks in the shelter. What was it, and what did it mean? But the most astonishing and frankly disturbing piece of evidence was the anonymous handwritten note found in David's car. It read, in part, I was not lost. I am not dead. I will not be found. I am doing this for your good. It is bigger than you think. The desert holds secrets. This was clearly not David's handwriting, confirmed by forensic experts. So, who left this note, and why? Was it a friend, a Confederate trying to mislead authorities? Or was it someone with a more sinister agenda trying to send a message? The note's implication of David's conscious decision to disappear, coupled with the talk of secrets, opened a Pandora's box of theories. Was David truly on a spiritual quest and found something he wasn't supposed to? Had he uncovered some ancient artifact, some truth about the desert that led him to willingly vanish, perhaps guided or even compelled by unknown forces? Did his Q document theories have some basis in reality, and had he encountered the very shadow organization he wrote about? Or was David's disappearance a more tragic tale of a man suffering from an advanced stage of mental illness, his delusions leading him deeper and deeper into the unforgiving desert, ultimately succumbing to the elements? Perhaps he simply walked away, leaving his car and possessions behind, seeking an unknown fate. But the specific details, the locked car, the keys in the ignition, the non-native note, speak of something more orchestrated than a simple wandering off. They suggest intent, manipulation, and perhaps a hand beyond David's own. For months, search parties scoured the Anza-Borrego, using everything from helicopters to cadaver dogs. They found nothing, no body, no further clues to David's whereabouts. Just the abandoned car, the eerie rock shelter, and the anonymous note, a chilling epitaph to a man who sought something profound and, perhaps, found it at the cost of his own existence. To this day, the case of David O'Sullivan remains officially unsolved. Was he a victim of the desert's harsh indifference, or a player in a larger hidden game? Was the note a clue, a warning, or a deliberate misdirection? We may never know the truth of what happened to the desert survivor. The secrets of the Anza-Borrego, like the whispers of the wind through its canyons, remain guarded, and the identity of the mysterious note writer, along with the great secret they spoke of, continues to haunt investigators to this day. If you want more mysteries like this, the next video explores another unexplained disappearance in an isolated wilderness.